Adventures.
Greetings all, it's Chuke here from Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Well, I've done videos on this subject before, specifically Glock 10mm exploding. I have switched from my Glock 20 to a Glock 29. I kind of have a custom Glock 29 here that I really like, big fan of. People call me a Glock fanboy, and I would agree with that, I guess. I am a big fan of Glocks. I think they're one of the most reliable striker-fired pistols on the market, because they have such loose tolerances and they just run. Now, they do have a lot of issues. I don't like the sights that they come with, the trigger, the grip angle, and typically I will fix it or get an updated Glock clone like a Zev OZ9, which I think is a perfect pistol. However, we keep getting these reports of Glocks, sometimes the 9mm and other ones, which we'll talk about, exploding. Now, this first came to light when I was at Cabela's a good 4 years ago with LW Road, and we ran into this guy. He looked like a first responder. He just had that look to him, and I was in the 10mm section, just like, oh yeah, Buffalo Bore, you know, getting ammo, and he said, hey, be careful. I had a Glock explode on me, my Glock 20, and I was like, what? And he pulled out his phone and he let me take a few pictures of the pictures he showed me on his phone of his Glock exploding. Now, what was interesting is it seemed to be either, you know, ammo that was too hot or a faulty barrel, weak steel, or poor chamber support. But anyways, this part of the extractor blew out, you know, this section, and then it blew down the mag. Now, that is one safety area. The good news is that Glocks are designed to blow downward with all the rounds falling out and not in your face. It's actually, I've heard, it's a design feature that they've made to save lives. And that's what happened. He bloodied his hand and did hurt himself, but he has since got a KKM barrel. That's one fix, I would say, fixes this. Now, I love Lone Wolf barrels in my 40 Smith & Wesson 357 SIG. That's what I run, no problems, never jam. Chuck and I from Alaska Ballistics have had problems with the 10mm versions of the Lone Wolf, so we just stick with KKM. I am getting a KKM barrel for this. But anyways, and then another viewer, like another year or two, sent me some pictures. Exact same thing happened. And now the exact same thing has happened again. So I'm going to throw some pictures up here. Shout out to Craig Hammond. I really appreciate him reaching out through my website, emailing me. And this is what he stated. I have another detonated G20, Glock 20 Gen 4. It was just as you described in your video. I even picked up the rounds it spit out and shot them in my Glock 29. So he does not believe it's an ammo issue. Once again, without seeing the gun, they blame the ammo. So Glock, the company, was pushing back, and that's what has been my understanding has happened in the past. I am sending it in with my Glock 44 22 long rifle. I happen to have the Glock 44. I really like it. That one spit the ejector out and cracked the polymer covering slide. This damage was also blamed on hot ammo without even inspecting the slide. I still have it. It was a tool maker and machine repair professional for years. I was a tool maker and machine repair professional for years. I was never able to diagnose anything sight unseen. Ridiculous. I did notice on both Glock 10mm, I have the bullet shakes around in the chamber. Oh, I did notice on both the Glock 10mm I have, the bullet shakes around in the chamber. Interesting, poor chamber support. The 45 Auto Glock, the round is more snug. I will be replacing both barrels before I shoot those guns again. Thank you for the video info on a quality barrel, which is the KKM barrel. Glock needs to take care of their customers and work out the bugs. Still love Glocks. And I agree. I still love Glocks too, and this doesn't happen that often. It doesn't mean I'm not going to shoot any of my Glocks, but I will be getting a KKM barrel. I'm actually going to go for 9x25 Dillon in this guy just because I have some other 10mm that I like. So I'm excited about that, but that is an upgrade. Unfortunately, I think if you want to be 100% sure you're not going to have problems, is get a KKM barrel for better chamber support. Chuck and I additionally have found you get increased velocity and power because of that extra chamber support and the way it locks up. You get a little more power, which is interesting how that works. But there does seem to be a little bit of space where if there's a weak point on the corner of the case, it's not completely covered by these barrels, the chamber, and if there's an issue with the brass or the ammo's too hot, it can blow out specifically at that point, and that's why it blows out down the handle of the pistol through the mag and all your rounds fall out, just like I described, and that's exactly what happened with that guy. So it's probably chamber support, could be an ammo issue, but like he said, he shot the ammo out of his Glock 29 and did not have any issues. Now, do I think everybody should run out and just get a KKM barrel? No, you're probably fine, but if you want to be 100% sure that that won't happen, it could be a good idea, and that's what Chuck does, and that's probably what I'm going to do anyways. So let me know what you guys think. It's a pretty interesting problem, and I am interested to hear more stories about this, and I do think Glock should make it right by, replacing the pistols and all that. So thanks, guys. It's Chuke, your friend in the field.
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh, look, get shot by a bear, but I don't care. I got a 10mm. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch you all die every time.